Good evening, ladies and gents, this is Treacherous the Human and welcome back to our SPQR Civil War campaign. And you join us outside Tarentum, where the Julii are taking us on. Indeed, they've got themselves a ram, so there's a fair chance they're about to head on into the city. And whilst the vote has only just really begun on which faction we should kill next, given the choices are the Julii or the Julii, I think it's the Julii who are going to go down today. Now, Syracuse, we're not going to take that because it's a rebel city, and the rebels are neutral to us. Of course, yes, Maxentius died last time, didn't he? So Gaius the Ugly needs to take up the mantle and head back to Messana before too long. We'll just make sure the Carthaginians are happy with us. We did have to break the alliance after the Gauls very rudely declared war on them. Why can't he move over here? He apparently can't. There must be someone there he just can't see. It seems very strange they can't move onto the spot, but apparently he cannot. So these guys are probably, now that we're on the island, they've got themselves a big army. When the Scipioni were attacking, oh no, they had nothing to defend Syracuse. Useless blighters. Can never trust the Carthaginians, obviously. But the Gauls are still our friends, which is probably ideal for this part of the game. Now, the Julii do have a full stack over here, and even more over here, which is taken on Tarentum, which could be problematic seeing as Rome is still very much plagued. This was a full peasant unit when it begun, and we're still waiting for the plague to stop. So maybe we should build some baths whilst we wait for all of that to happen. We are getting an archery range over here in Capua, which at very least could give us some more interesting units. Now, of course, we do have a problem at Tarentum here, where the reinforcements could cause us to lose pretty easily. So I think it's time to get on the boats, and the boats can give us a slight problem actually. Slight problem in that there are some people in the way here. So apparently we can get over there. I don't think we can, my good sir. Apparently we can. Apparently we can. Well, isn't that just magnificent? So yes, we do at least have some lads standing outside the city, and we'll get a couple of sad knights to help us out. That should at least neutralise whatever it is they have in this army. No idea what it currently is. So, as we whack up all the tax rates, because quite frankly it doesn't matter, we are of course the Senate. Get myself some more sewers, and we'll head into the end turn. Probably a good idea to get a couple Hastati out of these couple of towns here or there. We're getting some in Messana as well. Send the turn and see if they want to attack us. And indeed, they are going to come take us on, but we now have the reinforcements through Decius Sergius. Are you faction leader these days? You are. That means you're going to die, sir. Indeed it does. Decius Julius just had a pack of dogs and some Hastati. Fair enough. And Sextus Julius, part of Hastati, that could be problematic, to be honest. So we'll see about all of this. Chances are the reinforcements are best off getting, well, maybe eliminating this force, then heading into the city to defend against these lads. But we'll have to see how the battle goes. This one could be an interesting one. Let's head in. What I didn't realise is that these reinforcements here actually have a ram. Now this could be problematic actually, yes. So what I'm going to try and do is snipe off the general. Not sure how much I can do to all of those lads, but the general could at the very least be taken out. Some experienced Astarte and some Velites. Hopefully, yes, go into skirmish mode. Can cause some problems over there. We'll leave these 5 lads on the plaza, and as for all of this lot, where are you? Way off over there. Okay, you'll just have to run in and do whatever it is you can do. So we've got a treacherous and a town watch over here. You go onto guard. We'll just try and hold that position in the meantime. Yes, those lads holding over there. Okay, into the general. I forgot to get the charge in, so hopefully we'll still be able to take him out. We've got the tower there just to help us out. So Equites pull out. Keep him busy. So that is a lot of them, isn't it? Oh, 40. Wait a minute. I got my numbers wrong. That was us with 49. That's their general down to 7 already. And he's walking straight through us. We've ran away from him for some reason. But the Equites should be lighter, or at least the same speed. We've got the tower there to help us, and we've done weird things. Done very weird things indeed. Let's go and hit those town watch since they are hanging around. That'll at least slow them down. As for over on this side, they are now knocking down the gate. There goes the general. There we are, Sextus Julius. No idea what I was trying to say there. If I make no sense here today, I should point out that I've had quite a number of drinks. before recording. Oh dear, dearie lamb. Okay, get out of there. Yeah, I've had a few drinks before recording today, seeing as I've moved out to Spain about 18 months ago now, and at no point in this have I been able to have my family visit, seeing as COVID and all that. So today my family have finally been able to come out to Spain to visit, which is marvellous news. So yes, had a few drinks with them earlier today, but I do need to get this recorded tonight. So yes, all the sangria will hopefully not affect my battle skills too much. Blow the horn of destiny, sir! Plough into them. That's a few of them down, but quite a lot of us by the looks of it, so we should probably get away from all of this nonsense and maybe use a side gate at this point. That's probably for the best. Okay, I forgot he was gonna charge in, wasn't he? That's not ideal. Is that my faction leader dying again? I think it is. Okay, he might escape. Let's get the Triarii onto that general. Maybe we can at least pin him with this. No. You run away. Okay, hold position where you are. The general's at least got away. Oh dear, that wasn't the most clever thing in the world. These equitos are about to land into these lads. Oh yeah, that's a good juicy hit on their rear. That's a marvellous hit. And okay, you got Town Watch over here down to 72. We did not do enough damage on them earlier, did we? General, you can just wander over here. No problems. Okay, at least the infantry... Oh, for Pete's sake. These guys weren't on the battlefield when I clicked on the instruction. Great. Okay, well, Triarii at the very least. These are experienced lads, and whilst they are vastly outnumbered, they should at least be able to finish off the job here, especially if the Samnites actually turn up in time. Roman General there. Yeah, he's probably going to try and intercept us, but we might be okay. Might just be okay. Okay, let's get you lads into here. Javelins in. Oh, yes, we've got a round of javelins in. We're just taking them out. This is a cool little battle here. I'm going to have to jump between two ends of the battlefield, which is causing us some problems. Oh, I wasn't expecting a break, actually. Well, that's the dogs for you. Okay. The dogs are causing problems, and... Oh, dear. Oh, dear. We should not have routed quite so easily, but apparently we have. Right, so these two lads probably need to be careful about what they're doing at this point. This is going to be trickier than I maybe anticipated. Right, you lads, pull back out. Pull back out. Yeah, my attention is getting slightly split, which, whilst amusing and a fun way of doing the battle, isn't necessarily all that helpful. And these lads have also been killed. So, down to 7 over here. That is... some of this is starty. Okay, well, I don't think the Town Watch will last very long, but it's the Triarii I'm a bit surprised at. Maybe they got mostly killed, and then after that, maybe, was the issue with the Town Watch. So we'll just get ourselves back to the plaza over there. These guys, what do you need to do? How are you doing, by the way? You're shaking, but you are on guard mode. Let's get you back here. Let's get some cav into their flank. Let's just do whatever we can. This is actually quite dicey. I don't think this would be so close, but I've, slightly underestimated how much our men would rout, which is somewhat problematic, actually. Yes. So, in the back, my cav is hopefully doing a good bit of work. There's a break at the very least. Not sure what it is. Town Watch. Hardly surprising. So, get ourselves lined up for the Hastati. Lovely stuff. If these guys can hold, we'll be okay. I mean, they are 3 experience. So the 3 experience should serve them very well indeed, but we'll see how that lasts. It's a bit of a weird angle. You're mainly hitting the ram at this point. General, right at the front. Obviously, he's right at the front, but there is a break. Something at least. Allies leader is dead. That's another faction leader, isn't it? I think that's a faction leader who's died once again. What are you supposed to be here? Oh, it's the dogs. Oh, it's the dogs. The dogs are taking the plaza. Oh, God forbid. No! The general, our faction leader went down to a pack of dogs. Where are you going? Oh, they're trying to fight over here because the dogs are... They're trying to attack the general... Oh, we've lost this. We've lost this badly here. Okay. Gentle reminder. Not best to play Rome Total War after... several jugs of sangria. Either way, that's why the Spanish got conquered by the old Romans, I suppose. Right, you lads, see what you can do, just poke them, but ultimately you're not going to do a lot out there, are you? Distract them for a little bit, and that might just get some of our lads back to the plaza. Okay, that's what we're going to have to do. These two lads are going to have to get back to the plaza and win the day. That's pretty much the only way this is going to work out for us. Okay, you got... They didn't actually leave when I asked them to, and now they're going to die. Oh, good. Well, this is exactly how I wanted to start today. It makes it more interesting, I suppose. More juicy and interesting. Obviously, when I used dogs last episode, they got entirely slaughtered by those militia cav. In spite of what I said. Oh, dear. We're not even on the... Well, maybe marginally on the plaza. Yeah, this is not ideal, no. With the timer ticking down then, it's time to blow the horn of destiny, charge into another unit and just, I don't know, distract them really. This guy's going to die before long. Oh, he's quit. He's quit, which is not ideal. These guys they're eager but unhappy because they're exhausted, which is hardly surprising. Might as well just run to the centre. Now, this is probably a good example, as I say, of you could totally have won this battle without too many problems, but I've absolutely royally mucked this up. There goes El General, and with that, probably pretty much all of our chance in this battle. So let's throw a javelin or two in. We have almost no chance now. What we can do is kill their general and maybe just break them because we've... Come on, you need to get to the plaza right now, Mr. Sam Knights. Right now. Run! Run! Oh, they died. There we are. We're defeated because they couldn't get onto the plaza. Utter numpties. Well, there we are. Sangria equals defeat. Another day, another dead faction leader. But again, we always knew this was going to be down to Gaius the Ugly. So, indeed, let's go and grab our good friend and maybe regroup a little. Balearic Slingers, very nice indeed. Okay, well, let's get him into Messana and we'll do whatever training we can, which is, frankly, not a lot. But it will have to do for the time being. So, Croton, you get yourself sorted out. You, sir, you useless... I don't know how they got out of there alive, but those useless cretins can at least head themselves back over to Croton, where we can sort ourselves out. As for the rest of this, Rome, oh, finally it's not diseased anymore. Thank Jeebus. And hopefully that won't cause them to die. Right, you guys all get back to Rome. Rome should... Yeah, I think I was going to build the Triarii. Did I build that in the end? Did I build the Legion Barracks? No, I didn't build the Army Barracks. Okay, well, unfortunately, I can't retrain the Triarii just yet then, which is a bit of a shame. I think I considered it, but in the end, I did not. So, Publius Maxentius is the new factionaire. He's also the new faction leader. That bodes well, doesn't it? That bodes very well indeed. Oh, damn it. So, for anyone in any doubt, this Senator button here does, of course, cause the game to crash, as ever it did. I meant to click on the family tree, which we... Oh, ruddy Laura, it's not looking good, is it? So, Publius Maxentius, our faction leader and factionaire. Gaius the Ugly is now officially the factionaire. Somehow I feel like he's going to be left to Gaius to take out the Julii, which somehow feels fitting, of course, but... Yes. As I say, this is not the most efficient way of doing this campaign, but it's the way we're doing it. Let's just say this is we're going for the entertainment approach on this particular occasion. Obviously, had to reload the auto save here just to make sure that yeah, we've actually reloaded the game because it was an end of turn battle, so it didn't matter that the game crashed. I only really started the new turn just then, so no problems. We'll get this all retrained as we did before. And with some of those troops lined up, we'll try desperately to try and sort out whatever's going on. So so you're Publius Maxentius, right? So you're the faction leader. Lovely. Military genius, who I've never done anything with because I'm very, very clever like that. Gaius the Ugly was going to head... Oh, he was going to go and get the Balearic Slingers. So he can jog back out of town. Pick up those lads. Lovely stuff. They'll be nice to use. Isn't that just great? Get a few more bits of retraining going on here. And we can't quite afford a new Hastati. Okay, we'll do it that way, shall we? Now, those 50 actually... Those 50 are quite experienced. So, those 77 are not so much. Oh, God, swallop. I don't know what to do. Okay, So, oh, by the way, in case you wondered, not only did I click on this, but as soon as I reloaded the game, I immediately clicked on it again. So I actually clicked on it twice in a row before we got back to this particular part of the world. So. Let's get these ships, which did a very terrible job of reinforcing Tarentum. And we'll head them back over to Masana. Lovely stuff, and we can send them round before too long. That ship didn't have anyone on it, did it? No, it did not. Lovely stuff. Carthaginians, we still have trade. That's good. Let's have map information if you'd be happy to. Apparently they can't meet that demand in spite of the fact, obviously, we don't have map information shared already. But hey-ho, they are just a bunch of so-and-sos, but hey-ho. They are what they are. I suppose it's time to end turn, really. There's not a lot more to do other than plot the eventual demise of the Julii. A few turns on, and the inevitable has happened. Rome is under siege from the huge stack, and, well, not enough time for Gaius the Ugly to get there to avenge the defeat of Tarentum. Now, this could easily go their way, to be honest. They have 500 extra men, maybe nearly 600 actually. And, okay, not the most experienced army of all time, and not a huge amount of things, but, okay, problems, potential problems. We do have, though, 3 of our original experienced Principes here left to guard this city. So, the defence of Rome, ladies and gentlemen, this is potentially more problematic than I imagine, and if you imagine it going the way I do, imagine probably this isn't going to last, because every battle with faction leader doesn't last that long for him. So, let it in, see if we can defend Rome. In they come then, Rome, the eternal city, under siege by the Julii. Who would have ever thought we'd see the day? Well, indeed, ladies and gents, it was always going to be this way, wasn't it? In some ways, I'm glad we've ended up with the Julii as the final of our foes. Anyhow, I'm not sure they're going to do too well here today, though, because, well, I say that. I'm fairly confident in our Principes to hold the line. I'm not so confident about this burning down, mind you. Would love us to have 1 or 2 of the archer units on Capua, but sadly, we've only... Oh, there we are, the Ram's burnt down. Well, that's good news. We can get rid of these Astarte, then they can go and back us up somewhere else. That will be marvellous news. Okay, you get yourselves over here, and you lads over here. Now, javelins on top of the walls are so incredibly powerful. It's absolutely ridiculous. The height advantage on Rome really adds to the death. So we'll probably find that we're already doing quite a bit of damage. Yeah, 7% already. The ram burning down. That means we don't have to worry about defending this gate, and the peasants will now be in a better position. So if these lads at any time soon like to run over here, that would be lovely. Thank you, my good sirs. And yeah, I suspect with our superior experience, with yeah, I've got all the experienced Principes right in front of where their siege equipment's going to be. I think we should be okay. Naturally, the free lads are just on the plaza to make sure nothing silly happens. Hopefully no dogs sneaking onto the plaza like last time. It was a little bit annoying, to be honest. Let's go and get the Astarte over here then, because it looks like they're wandering a bit further around. So let's just make sure we've got them surrounded. Right, you lads over here. Get on it, lads. Get on it. Now, in general, most of them haven't really emerged yet. That seems like a very bad use of javelins, my good sirs, but whatever. It is what it is, I guess. Why are you over here, by the way? Aren't you supposed to be... I don't know what any of these guys are doing. Get over to that wall, you numpties. Absolute trollops, you lot of you. Anyway, yeah, as you might expect, the experience of our lads is going to start hacking these guys down. Julii is hopefully going to be falling back off the walls. Very nice. Although people don't generally fall this way. Bit of a shame. I know there are, you know, bastions. Is that the right term? They're at the walls, but are you going to merge through the walls? I'm sure I've seen that happen before. Get over there, you absolute numpties. They really won't follow the instruction right now. Now, they are getting a few Velite volleys up here, which is not ideal. Not actually ideal. They're actually doing a bit of damage, which is irritating. But Astarte can at least move over there, and our javelins are now done in this part of the world. I think we should be okay, but I think we're going to take some significant losses. I guess if it means if we can bleed out the entire of their force, it's well worth it. Hopefully these Astarte will finally figure out how to wall. they've actually got archers, although I do believe the Julii start with them. I think they're the only of the Roman factions to get any right at the beginning. So they managed to keep theirs alive, which is very nice for them. It can certainly be useful for a bit of fire. If anything else, just for morale. But of course, if we got the free experienced lads at the front, our morale should be holding very nicely indeed. But yes, crikey, they're taking some bad damage already, aren't they? I mean, look at this. 6% to 35%. If they just waited one more turn, I wasn't getting reinforcements here. Like, if they waited one more turn, they could have got a lot more equipment, and I'd really struggle to hold this. I would just have to sit on the plaza. I'd probably be able to win this on the plaza. I'm quite happy winning this on the walls if I can right now, because it looks like we're certainly okay. Whatever... Okay, the Hastati did manage to wall eventually, but only in the most basic of fashion. I guess they are raw recruits, but clearly not very good at even doing that kind of nonsense. So, Triarii, they're getting themselves hacked down by all of us, and I think we should slowly see this work our way. Triarii are putting a big blow on my Principes over here. What are we down to now? 54. That's the most damage anyone's done, but we'll send in reinforcements, and in the end, we've hacked them down, which is marvellously good news. Oh, we've got some javelins in these lads. Isn't that nice? Yeah, they are pretty much just bleeding out at this point, down to 61%. I mean, we're losing very little here. A little bit, of course. We're up to now 4 experience of some of these chaps. They're all going to pile in over here, which is interesting. Not sure that's going to work out that well. We are... Alright, they've now decided to move around. That's probably for the best, my good says. Yeah, well, pretty for the best for me anyway. Means my chaps won't get too exhausted in one place. With the music getting more and more dramatic, it's time to blow the horn of destiny and send General in against General. I think this is Vibius Julius, and I suspect we should just fancy our chances here. 42 against 27 at this point. The General are right at the back at the moment, which is probably good news because the record of our faction leaders isn't too good. Great gods be praised indeed. There goes the General. And with that, who is even left at this point? 13% to their 91. Oh, they are not going to last. Don't worry about him, my good sirs. Everyone else is gone. Time to get round to these Velites and finish them. Oh, no, the General's back! Christ's chin! We have to take him out once more. No, he's gone. He's gone. And Christ's chin was actually quite a good reference there, as there is an old Alan Partridge horse race reference. Lovely stuff. I am an utter genius. We're trying to take on this Velitis here, but he's decided this guy's given up and even bothering. Come on, give him a poke. No one? No? Okay, let's see if we can glitch the tower somewhat. I suppose these are kind of open towers anyways. There's not an awful lot of glitching to do. But they are the last lads left remaining, so at this point we'll just wait for them to flee, and then we'll slaughter them. The enemy are utterly beaten. Unfortunately, the squeaking narrator man was interrupted by the triple speed there, but 1370 to 116, and Public Maxentius isn't even dead! And with that, the back of the Julii has surely been snapped in two. Or benefactor of Gaius the Ugly. Do we really want someone else? I mean, I kind of like the idea of it being only him left, but alright, go on, go and get Gnaeus Silvanus. Come and join the party. So he's probably joined Capua, has he? Yes, because that's the region he's currently in. A couple archers. Marvellous news. I wouldn't mind an archer or two in our army, although at the very least, probably best just to send them to Rome to start off with, just to give us a bit of the experience. So, Rome, we can retrain what you've got. Isn't that good news? And we'll get ourselves one more Principe. This army over here, well, Gaius the Ugly, you can go and take on these lads. Go put that under siege. We'll get you some archers. Don't you worry about that nonsense. I thought, yeah, with that battle over there, I might need to use the forces at Croton and Messana to go and take out Tarentum, but no. No. Things look awfully okay right now. Awfully okay. That is definitely apt English there. Okay, so with things being retrained, the Julii having their old back snapped, that's marvellous. They still have 4 units though, so do need to be just a little bit careful. So, let's end a turn, see what happens this time. Oh, we've reached that point now, have we? They want a ceasefire. Okay. Now, we can't actually ask them to become protectorate, which is interesting. No, we still can't do it even now. How bizarre. Okay, well, we can break the siege for a moment. I mean, I suspect they'd attack us almost immediately. Yeah, you know what, let's just attack them again. Sod you, lads. It's what we do at Tarentum. We just break sieges and then restart them again when we declare war. Hey-ho, that's just the way we play. We're not very fair at this kind of nonsense, no. So we'll get ourselves a spy. We're sort of running out of money, so we probably need to burn down Tarentum. Another day, another battle for Gaius the Ugly, and on this occasion I'm quite happy to just auto-resolve and... okay, not a lot of money, but some more so we might as well freshen up the slave pool in this part of the world. Lovely stuff. If you're wondering why there's a few lads out of the army, I don't like to send mercenaries in to auto-resolve. Military Tribune, very nice indeed. Extra popularity with the Senate. Yeah, don't have to send them into auto-resolve because they tend to die kind of unnecessarily and somewhat randomly. So let's not worry about any of that old nonsense. So we have plenty of troops now. What do we want to do with them? Oh, I think we'll be sending them over to the Julii very soon. But they get very obsessed, don't they? Coming down here to Tarentum. I noticed that on this. They basically ignore Capua at all times. Oh, well, no need to worry about any of that nonsense. We'll send all of them out in that direction. We'll grab these Astarte. Send them over there. Croton, well, you know what? I'll leave Croton with a tiny bit because I can't help but notice we do have some Greeks and Macedonians floating around. I don't see troops on them just yet, but I suspect they'll be fiendish dogs before too long. Yes, more Greeks floating around. You're welcome to take back Syracuse if you like, but I noticed no one seems to be bothered about doing that, so we shan't worry. 1 denarii in the old coffers probably suggests we should get on with a bit of warring, yes. So, my good sir, Publius Maxentius, do you have enough of an army? Probably not quite. Not quite. We will see what we can do about that. A few turns on then, and we are ready for our conflict. We have 2 armies then. Publius Maxentius, our dear faction leader, and of course, our favourite Gaius the Ugly, who still scares small children, in case you weren't wondering. But now he's cantankerous, which reminds me of my favourite old bar in London, which is but that was even less influence. Amazing. Used to be called the Elusive Camel, to which obviously me and my friend decided we should rename something with a more ridiculous name, such as the Cantankerous Giraffe. Yeah, I don't know. I do like the old Elusive Camel, but sadly it doesn't exist anymore. Hey-ho, there we go. But he's the least influential man of all time, aside from, of course, being influential at killing fiendish fake Romans. So, we'll just keep on marching our way forward. Just keep on pushing them back, my good sir. You head over to Araminum. And I probably should have picked you the other way around, actually, because this is like the bigger force. But I guess we'll go in and mop up all of these lads. It's probably sensible here to let these lads join together a bit. They might as well come together before they all die. So let's get ourselves organised. We'll face over in that direction. Got myself a lovely line of Astarte, a lovely line of Principes behind them. No Triarii, but we do have some archers, which is rather nice. That's decadent, to be honest. But you shouldn't get too many archers. That kind of decadence will mean we need to eliminate ourselves, which, at the rate we're going of killing our faction leaders, maybe we'll get to that before too long. Maybe that's the ultimate twist at the end of this campaign. Whoever knows, we will see how it all ends out. But, yeah, slowly we'll get ourselves set up for the battle ahead. They may well look resplendent in their scarlet capes, but oh no, their fabulous hats are not enough for today. We've got the archers, which is a rare and beautiful thing. Not an awful lot of damage, to be honest. They were never all that good, the basic Roman archers. Nonetheless, we'll see what damage we can do before they bother to even attack. If you want to see just how bad the Roman archers are, then, well, yes, this is all they've done. They've taken out half of these 2 units of Town Watch, which, quite frankly, isn't particularly effective, no. So we're just going to stick those lads at the back. They can just stay out of the way, please. That'll be absolutely marvellous. And I suppose we'll create ourselves a new formation now. And with that, we'll just start running on forward and hopefully just basically slaughter them all. Hopefully the javelins will do the job pretty darn soon. They've got the Hastati a little bit further back. Are we probably just out of range right now? I'd imagine we are. Let's just get ourselves a little bit closer. That'll be marvellous. Get our 2 cav units out to the flank. I'm pretty sure our general can take care of those equites without too many problems. If they want to cause any problems to us, yeah, we will take them out. So, javelins. Anyone wants a javelin? Apparently we're in range of them and they're not in range of us. That's... Or, no, wrong way round, Thomas. Wrong way round. Yeah, they're in range and we're not. So that's slightly problematic. Right, Cav, get yourselves into them. That'll be absolutely marvellous. Blow the Horn of Destiny, just to be sure. And with that, that should be those equites dealt with before too long. Isn't that just marvellous? Oh, here come all the javelins in the world, which will pretty much end the battle before it even began. Oh, that's what you want to see. And that is pretty much the entire of their army broken. One of our Hastartes got caught up in all of this nonsense. And all Hastati throw into these lads. All of the Principes throw into these lads. They've broken because they've decided life is not the best idea. So, yeah, I suspect all missiles probably best to be cancelled at this particular time. Yeah, no. Cancel all of that. Cancel all of that. You guys chase them down, and that's at least a few more of the Julii I dealt with. And strangely, a few men actually managed to escape, which is awfully generous of the game. Nonetheless, we'll build ourselves a big pile of rams, and we'll work our way to sieging them out. Interesting, they've actually bothered to give us a poke. Captain Nero in for one glorious, glorious charge. If you've if you've seen the M18 series, you'll maybe remember that good old legend. However, Lucius Julius, the faction leader, is in the city. Oh, he has a glorious selection here. Tripping on the plebs. Well, that is rather fitting for a Julii, but nonetheless, he's a degenerate. Yes, indeed he is. I think we've given him that label. Okay, so what was his army? A lot of Town Watch, actually. A lot of Town Watch. That might be because we've got Suggester back here, and it isn't very well developed. Okay, so they're giving us a little poke out in the field, and that gives us a very good chance to go and take out Arretium. Let's hit him. I have pretty much the same formation as I had last time, except I do have 2 little units here hiding in the forest just to see if I can sneak a little flank attack in. Nonetheless, I'm assuming we may have that old problem or that old trick dealt with. We'll see about that, because if we can swing around about here, it might be a good position for it. So we get ourselves into position. These lads, I could take them out, but actually I want to draw everyone in, so I'm going to let them escape at the start of the battle here. They're most likely going to all merge together with this lot, although they took a bit of a weird angle for all of that nonsense. So, yeah, she should probably start running in that direction very soon, my good sirs. Now, we've got those lads on javelins, those lads on javelins as well. Okay, these lads are not going to last long at all. Maybe I should keep some of your javelins back. In fact, I think that's a good idea, actually. So yeah, ceasefire, because some of you, yeah, they're all going down. No need to worry about any of that nonsense. They're still in the trees, and they're in a nice position there to give us a bit of a flank should we need it. And there we are, there's the route of that original army. With that, I will consider putting the javelins back on for the second round of things. Though some of them have now used them up, which makes it just a little bit more awkward. There we go. So they've got a very wide line here today, which is, I suppose, one way of trying to deal with us, seeing as we've got, well, more men, I suppose. So, well, I guess we haven't got more men. It's pretty similar, actually. But I guess it's a way of dealing with the fact that we've probably got the better units, I suppose. Wrapping around us is their best plan of assault. Yeah, they've got a load of Town Watch, haven't they? So they're going with the old Greek tactics today, are they? Well, I've got men in the trees. Whilst I do have men in the trees, I do have some horses running right towards them right now. Although, it is a pile of Sam Knights, who obviously are going to have an awful lot of fun dealing with these laddies. So, now they're still running straight forward. It doesn't look like they're running at them. These guys kind of look like they are running at them. So we're going to get them to slam into the Town Watch, you to slam into those Equites. Into them we go! Charge! It's not really what the Equites should be doing, but we'll just hit them now and then we'll charge into these lads. You get on top of those Equites. They're not going to be happy about it because those are Samnites. Equite, get yourself back out of there, back onto this flank. We'll just keep these guys busy. Hit the back of those Town Watch. That's what's... Oh, General! Oh, you devilish little dog, you! Into my archers in the rear while I'm distracted with your flank. See, this is why in an actual battle, whatever, some other sort of semi-general to, lieutenant, that's probably what that's for, to be honest, to get around and deal with all of that nonsense. But hey-ho. Anyway, we'll get the cav to pull out of there. All of the Samnites onto that position. You go and mop up their archers in the flank. That's their general go. Isn't that just marvellous? Yeah, chase him down. Chase him down. You get on top of those town watch. In fact, just charge at them. You get on top of them as well. Sadly, we seem to miss the general there. Archers, can you hit him? There, we got him already. We seem to care so much more about their Romans than ours. Okay, you guys get forward. You lads get over there. And the Principes, you just charge on now. These horses are in big trouble. They've actually done a really good job, these Equites. They've done a marvellously excellent job. Look at that ballistas. We've got ballistas back at Rome, actually. They're ready to join the army very soon. Just getting a bit of extra... Yeah, a bit of extra training at the blacksmith there. So isn't that just marvellous? They're largely in full retreat at this point, and by largely I mean, well, almost entirely in full retreat, which is what full retreat is, Thomas. So. Yeah, they've got some cav over here who are still causing a tiny bit of problem, but mainly because they're the auxiliary cav who are always rather irritating. But the Samnites did their job, and I don't care about them because they're mercs. That's literally what they're there for. They're there to die, but they did a good job dying in the meantime. So well done, these two lads. They're pretty much the only guys who sacrifice themselves in any way. Probably not a necessary sacrifice in this battle, but you know what? When you have a load of these straight-on pitched battles, sometimes it's nice to throw a little bit of ambush into there, because we've had a few similar kind of battles. Nice to throw a different tactic once in a while. So we'll make sure we hunt down the rest of these laddies. Get on top of all of them. There we go. Isn't that just lovely? Not many are left alive at this point. Get on top of them. Roman archers, done with them in the city. No. You guys deal with those chaps. And the horses must be around here somewhere. You guys, yep. Oh, yes. Got a couple of them right at the death. Glorious. Okay, as I sober up, the victories get better and better. This land is indeed Roman, and thus it is enslaved. Because that is what happens to those who give us up. Prisca still wants the older gentleman, but he is at least got some decent stats in him. Alright, you, my good sir, you better darn be fertile, because she probably needs to get on. A glorious day. Prisca is married. Someone has finally married the trollop. That's probably quite offensive, to be honest. She's probably fine. Where are you, my good lady? You're all the way over there, back at the top line. Okay, she's actually 39. She could just about manage a kid, I suspect. I don't know what age you come up with that notification which says that she's beyond childbearing age, and there's just the horrible high-pitched scream of, no children for me. So we won't worry about that. Gaius is yet to have a child, which is potentially because he's incredibly ugly. But he's incredibly, impressive. So good old Tarentia. You better get on with that. Better get on with that indeed. But his mates got married, which is very nice indeed. And Publius Maxentius. Yes, Lucilla has been very, very impressed with his victories in battle. Or the fact that he gets to wear a shiny crown. Or that he has a very shiny, bald head. In fact, that might be what's going on there. So there we are, another victory for us. 27 wins, 4 losses. Don't remember all those losses, but they happened, that is for sure. So we'll send ballistas forward. Absolutely marvellous. Not sure how much we'll need them. 3 turns left for Gaius, and I won't worry about any of that for the time being. Captain Nero, did he never go down? Well, we'll send in the general himself. Glorious victory. And I quite like this army, so I'm going to take most of them. We've got a few damaged lads, but most of them can move on forward, and we'll put Segesta under siege. I think it's time to finish all of this nonsense. We'll get some Gallic barbs on our side, since they're marvellous allies. Slave trader, body slave, and good commander. Very nice indeed. Or not particularly nice, but good for our traits. Anyway, we're now the tribune of the plebs. Now we killed the old tribune. Marvellous. He's a loyal, honest military genius, a vanquisher, a true Roman. He's a fruitful lad. Let's not be discreet about this. He is glorious. He will get his Priapus right out there for everyone to enjoy. Oh, yes. Go to the Naples Museum, ladies and gents. That's on a related note. Anyhow, we are very close to the end now. The Romans are the fake Romans were almost defeated. Ceasefire, give them money, and give them settlement. I think not. I think not, my good sir. Yes, Jupiter's Optimus Maximus may bless the next meeting when perhaps you'll offer something that's not complete utter nonsense. So, as for that codswallop, let's make sure we finish all of them off. 7 turns still surrender there. 2 turns still surrender here. Well, let's just go and... Should we just auto-resolve this one? Let's just go and finish that one off. Marvellous news. And with that... I didn't actually... Well, I might have just checked, but I wasn't entirely sure this was actually the last town, but indeed it is. So, Gaius the Ugly. You know what? We did buy Balearic Slingers, but I'm not sure we need to worry about them. Or maybe we should get rid of... Yeah, let's get rid of the hoplites. Let's do this the true Roman way. And indeed, the Balearics can go home as well. We will, though, get ourselves some blisters. If they don't sally forth... I'd say, you know what? We'll head in with ballistas. Head in with ballistas. That will be good fun indeed. Now, should we leave this last unit? Yeah, we'll leave that blank. You know what? No. Oppius Galba. Since you have a good old name like Galba, we'll send you in. Why ever not? Okie pokey. We'll give them one more turn to get their act together, but we'll slaughter them soon enough. Gaius the Ugly is yet again trying to adopt more children because he seems to be too ugly to get anywhere with his wife, which is rather unfortunate for the man, but we won't keep on picking any more good gentlemen out for him. He will have to work his way in the future, but for now it is time to finish them. We brought along the ballista and the archers. We've got some lovely experienced Principe and some of our Astarte as well. Isn't that just marvellous? Oh, this army got a lot of the deliciousness. This time we actually use the war dogs. Maybe he'll be the one to chop down their faction leader. A priest of Ceres? No! No. Ceres will not feed you. We'll feed you to the dogs, which seems to be convenient because he seems to kind of like a party with lots and lots of beautiful food. He's calm, strict, sharp, prim and proper, social drinker, tedious speaker. Oh, Marvin, someone hear his speech before this battle. Something to do with his mother, I suppose. Right, let's head in. Let's take him out. As you can probably imagine, we're immediately going to demolish their towers, which very much stand in our way. And with both of them gone kasplat, I think it's time just to get fire and start shooting in on the troops in the town. Which, to be honest, is probably easier if we actually shoot down the wall. So, where's the hole in the wall? Okay, we have to do it over there where the actual normal gap is. Fine. Okay, well, we'll get ourselves over there. Let's go and grab some archers. We're going to go and lay some fire on all of them. You lads get into position as well. Which is some proper skirmishing for this battle, my good sirs. Now, as for you, let's not immediately shoot through there. Let's just shoot the wall. Won't even worry about the ram. We'll just shoot it down. This is a clean shot at their troops. Soon enough. So how long will it take for that to disappear? Oh, they're just running away. They don't like any of this, do they? No. And the archers will shoot in a little bit. Don't need all the archer arrow fire, but we will soon enough. There we go. Roman military Oh! Apparently I'm burning down the city now. Oh, that's glorious. I do like burning down the city. Now with that, you know what? Let's smash down the ram. Let's ram down that wall. That will be marvellous. Lovely stuff. Now, are we just shooting randomly at people right now? I think we are. You know. So, it's nice to have some ballistas. It's been a while since I've used them. I haven't really used them since the old chariot ballistas in the old barbarian invasion campaign. Oh, I love the chariot ballistas. Utter chaos on toast, and that's what you want every morning, my good sirs. Right, so this ram might as well just start moving on to the next bit. Who are you dealing with, my good sir? You're just gonna... Oh, days, you are not in a good position. Oh, come on. Yes, no, don't run away from the arrow fire. I want you to get shot by the ballista. Where's my ballista bolts? Come on. One of these days. Damn and blast. There we go. I think we just missed. Oh well. They continue to be stuck with what is the best plan of action, particularly as I keep on smashing down walls and blowing up towers and generally setting more and more of the town on fire. Albeit it's quite a pretty town. Probably shouldn't burn it down too much, but these cavalry auxilia are about to get themselves stuck. Now these archers should stop at this point, so I've got a little bit left for later on. But I will now start to throw everyone into the city. So, get yourselves forward. maybe just run into those lads, and I think that would be a sensible plan. They'll probably throw some javelins in a moment. You guys get yourself into there. Cavalry Auxilia are now running back in this direction. You just get yourselves here. We will... You know what? Yeah, a bit further back is absolutely fine. This guy over on the left here hasn't managed to burn anything down very quickly. I'm a bit disappointed with that, my good sirs. Not very good at burning things. It's not really what I want to see. But we'll get them running off in that direction. And, oh yes. Oh yeah, this isn't going to end very well for you lads, is it? No, it's not. So, we have ourselves, these Principes back here can give up on all that nonsense. They can get themselves forward, as can you, my good sirs. Put down the ram, start running on forward. And anyone who's not currently on javelin throw, make sure you now are. Isn't that just lovely? So, we did the war dogs, we have the ballistas. I don't think you can take them in the cities on this. I don't recall. Yeah, I think you can only get them up to the little gate or the little hole in the wall, which is just a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Oh, here come the dogs. Beautiful things, but soon they will be taken out this time because they've actually taken on some proper troops, and I suspect we'll be able to chop them down. Unfortunate as it is, but you know, puppy stew for dinner it is today. Now on a much more cheery note, we can now try and burn down more of the city. So let's just burn down more of the city. That seems like a much better thing to do. We could also burn down our own rams. That could be fun, but probably not the most efficient way and the most efficient path to victory. But we do have good old Statue Square over here, which is a lovely, lovely place to go and set things up. Now, do you remember on the remaster video I was complaining about not being able to put things in, drag things over here? I didn't recall there being a building there on the original. Hey ho, so I guess you can never put anything here originally. Quite why they took the asset away then, I don't know. All infantry, charge on in. Let's just get ourselves piling on forward. We've got ourselves our generals. They can probably start heading this direction soon as well. We'll send the dogs over here in general, and the archers can just start wandering their way. Same with the generals, as I just said. So, let's start wandering. We're just going to have a big pile up in the streets, because apparently they actually want to do it that way. Bit of a strange decision, but hey-ho. I must say they picked a glorious street for it, and should probably get some archers on the roof here, but no, they're not going to do that. We're just going to be chopped down the old-fashioned way. We've got Equites, Cavalry, Auxilia. I don't see the general in this, though. He started at the back, presumably thrown in some javelins. Town watch, more of them back there. There's the general at the very back. But no, we've brought the experienced lads along here. General, can you get yourself sort of running in just to get the supports? That would be marvellous. You will pile yourselves forward. That would be grand. Yeah, this could work for them if they had better units than me, but no. They don't have spearmen properly. They just have some general chaff. And our non-chaff is less chaffy than their chaff. And thus, that is the greatest of all military... I don't know, bits of military advice I could possibly give you. Don't bring chaff. And with a charge of the cavalry, Gaius the Ugly has scared away the enemies once more. Indeed, that was always the way that it was going to go. The general is still here, and he hasn't actually fled off to the plaza. There's actually very little over there. I thought they'd make much more of a stand, and we'd have to shoot them down. We are still setting the town on fire behind us. Let's burn down this building. That one looks pretty. Can't burn down the big columns. That's a shame. Gaius the Ugly isn't yet dead. That's good news. And down goes their general. There we go. No, indeed, you finally learnt, narrator man. No honest Roman would weep indeed. None of them, because there are none left who are not of the Senate now. Oh, that's marvellous, marvellous news. So, time to get us all lined up on the plaza. Oh, my dogs are dead. What happened to my dogs? No! Come back, my friends. We never got to use the... Oh, how sad. Oh, they're coming back now. Okay, so I never managed to release the dogs. They just somehow got caught in the melee. Not really sure what happened with all that nonsense. But apparently they did get caught up in it all. So we'll get our general back here. We'll bring in the archers. The Venetors haven't done anything yet, so... we should probably get them to join all of the fun. And we'll get set up for the final battle. The dogs once again have failed to actually release the dogs. Come on! Release your dogs, God Sonnet. Okay, well, we've kind of failed to do very much with the dogs as I planned. But we've got a few of the dogs released, which is something, I suppose. Archers, you really, really need to actually bother getting here so we can actually finish this off the way we're supposed to. Thank you. For some reason, my archers have decided to get involved in this fight, so they might as well start shooting since they're utter numpties. And apparently he's going to pull them off the plaza. That's amusing. Might actually be in range of all of my lads now, which would be kind of funny. Oh, we've broken the Principes. Well done, archers. Glorious, glorious heroes. It might, in fairness, be Gaius' face off there in the distance. You never know. But I'd say they've done it again. Utter glorious heroes. Well done. You know what? You guys, if you're out of arrows, you might as well get yourselves back now. Time to finish this off the good old-fashioned way. And what should we do? Well, they're going to come to us. Might as well kill them. I mean, are you going to come here? No? No? There we go. Okay, fine. You know what, generals? Generals, come and finish them off. Come and finish them off the proper way, my good sirs. If you die now, then honestly, you've fallen for your country, my good sirs. And with this, the Senate, the Civil War, the very efficiently won Civil War in this particular case. Yes, is a glorious victory. Marvellous stuff. And the Triumphal Arch will be built. Pretend that one didn't exist. Gaius the Ugly! Ah, the great hero. We always knew it would be him. He has claimed victory here today. 38 casualties inflicted, 41 for his good friend. Good show for the new lads. Lovely stuff. And with that, well, the ghouls presumably about to invade. But there we are. Enslave the population. And the Julii are no more. Every true Roman will rejoice to see the overthrow of these people. Our followers have done well in wiping out this dangerous foe and fret to Rome's glory. Oh, glory be us. Gaius the Ugly picks up a veteran centurion. Indeed, indeed he has. And with that lovely, lovely ending there, we can finally bid adieu. Rome is now built. We are friends with the Carthaginians. We're friends with the Gauls. The Greeks get on with us. We trade with the Macedonians if they ever built a darn port. And yes, the world is a wonderful, wonderful place. And I'm sure there'll never be any need for an epilogue at all. Yes, we're going to leave this as a mini-series. I mean, like, honestly, this is kind of all we really needed to do at this point. I mean, Rome's about to build the Triarii. Honestly, the Gauls will attack us probably next turn because they're utter numpties. But I don't think that's going to go all that well for them, if I'm honest, because yes, we'll just retrain and absolutely slaughter them. So this is a little bit weaker, but there we are. Yeah, maybe one day we'll come back and we'll do like one final adventure, perhaps for the likes of Gaius the Ugly, who, let's be fair, yeah, I think he could yet have one more adventure left in him. But I think this is where we will leave it for now, ladies and gents. It's been an interesting old campaign. As I say, not the most efficient way of doing it, but I think we've had fun killing off as many of the Romans as we can as we went along. Amazing! Prisca's had a son. Oh, glory be. It is a prestigious, auspicious day. If anything could herald the future, then that is it right there. Sextus Galba, for some reason named the sixth child, in spite of the fact that, yes, he is clearly the first. Nonetheless, it is a beautiful, beautiful day, and one day Gaius the Ugly may have a child of his own. But hey ho, he's got 8 years to catch up with old Prisca. But there we are, victory condition. Victory. As far as I'm concerned, we have ourselves a victory. Thank you for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. It's been fun kind of doing a bit of the old voting for who should die next. I would have gone for the Julii before the Scipii myself, but hey ho, that is democracy. And perhaps we should finish it by, well, we could finish it by clicking the button, but I have to read the battle, so I can't really be bothered with that. But anyway, we will leave it here. I am Thomas, this is Nerds to Human, and this has been our SPQR. I am the Senate campaign. Thank you, and bye-bye. They're all queuing up to fight them. These are truly the British rebels right here. War cry and charge at the dogs of war. Oh, they're routing again. What are you doing, my silly trumpets? They're actually taking on my reinforcements. Welcome to the Rebel Experience, ladies and gents.